Argentina in 2 matches, like he did to Serbia and like he did to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, he's not dropped a game yet since he's come into the tournament.
No, exactly.
Which, again, it's almost as that kind of almost invincibility cloak that he seems to have over him at the moment. But such is the confidence and such is the belief in Indonesia that you wouldn't kind of go against him at this point.
It's amazing what these guys are doing. We say hello to the people in Europe.
I was going to say they may just be waking up in my neck of the woods.
Yes, of course. It's 8 o'clock in Spain. People are turning up. Today, I think it's a festive day in some places.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
Oh, well, happy holidays to who are celebrating. Thank you very much for joining in with us.
People in the Christian places have today as the day. In Argentina today, you put the Christmas tree.
Oh,
the
fantastic.
8th of December,
yes.
You put the Christmas tree. But today is not 8 anymore.
No, we're back in time with forward in time. We're back in time with forward in time. It's trying to keep a hold of everything.
It's 9. It's 9. But in Spain today they have like a bridge. Do you call it a bridge? When you have 2 festives and a Friday.
Oh, it's a bank holiday where I'm from.
Okay. In Spain they call it a bridge because you bridge all days together.
Oh, cool. Well, I was going to say if they can bridge their days together and watch us here. Fantastic, and thank you very much for joining us. To everybody who is in the chat, who is across this live stream, as we'll see our teams eventually. We'll see who's going left to right. I believe we've seen a reversal in kits. We'll wait for the graphic to just come up onto our screens.
And we see a lot of Indo Pride in the chat. Indo Pride, Indo Pride, Indo Pride.
We do indeed. As we see Gravenberch, I'm still waiting for clarification on who is who in a Bayern versus Bayern, and we just need to find out whether they've switched kits or not. If it does go to the normal, they normally switch sides, in which case...
And they usually change kits in the second game, but I don't know it for sure.
We don't know just yet, as we don't want to call too much just yet, because we're not quite sure who is who. So, at the moment, we're a little bit flying in the dark here, folks, so we apologise for that. We will call the action still, and we will find out exactly as we find out now.
Yes, they
it is Argentina from left to right.
Argentina in the red.
And it's Indonesia in the white from right to left.
So the tournament is ending, but by now we understand that
it's the switcheroo. It's the switcheroo is what we're waiting on.
They switch kits.
They do switch kits indeed. Corner ball here inbound. Big header on, and it's taking clearance up on Makana. If
Indonesia wins this game, he goes straight to the final.
Straight to the grand final in his home country, no less.
And
ball goes forward here.
He puts a lock on the $8,000 prize at least.
Indeed, they will, but it is Thomas Muller. It is onto Leon Goretzka. It's cleared away to Indonesia's Goretzka. Sabitzer to Sane. Ball is recovered by Argentina. Argentina looking for Kingsley Coman. Joshua Kimmich in towards Choupo-Moting. And again, we are trying to keep you abreast of all of the detail here. It is best of 3. We are playing a uniform stats vote with only the official licensed clubs within eFootball 2023. So, of course, these guys will be looking at all of the details that are humanly possible.
Yes.
Just to ensure that they are at their peak performance.
Skyverse says, hello, welcome to Indonesia and enjoy. I hope more events from eFootball play in Indonesia again. Okay.
Well, you only have to look at the Indonesian Football E-League. So, again, if you're looking for to get across there, there's plenty of events and plenty of games that you'll be seeing from them as one of the sponsors of this tournament. Here is Sabitzer. It's blocked off, but Sane will keep it in. Sane blocked away once more.
Indonesia in the white shirts, Argentina in the red ones.
I believe so. We haven't seen cameras from our players. We saw a brief flash up of it, but we are waiting for full clarification of it. We may see them after half time, I believe, but who knows what will happen before then.
Believe me. Indonesia in the white, Argentina in the red.
I'm sure I will follow your eyes, Ferita. You were from the future as we see Goretzka in towards Sadio Mane. Mane looked to press. And there was a good challenge. It was strong, but it was away from goal.
Remember, these matches doesn't have extra time. If they tie, we go to a penalty kick shootout.
Indeed we do. Here's Kimmich forward to Sabitzer. Sabitzer. It's dispossessed by Gravenberch. Gravenberch onto Thomas Muller. Muller to Gravenberch. Has Muller looking back for it in the middle, but it's cleared away once more. Of course, if you are wondering where the cameras are for the players, I believe we're just having some slight technical issues, but we will try and get those to you as soon as we can. Sadio Mane.
Oh, it's a penalty.
Oh, it's a penalty.
It's a penalty kick. And it's Indonesia, the one who is shooting this penalty. Or that's what I think, at least.
I believe so. I think we saw a brief flash up of the cameras, but
will they
we'll
wipe
need confirmation?
Another series in just 2 matches? Well,
we're about to find out.
We will see.
And there it is. Indonesia from right to left, meaning they are in the white. He's chipped it down the middle.
And it's a goal.
That's ice cold from Indonesia.
I told you they were in the white. And Indonesia is once again wiping an opponent in just 2 matches. Terrible lo del indonesio. No perdió un solo partido desde que empezó el torneo. Invicto, undefeated by now.
Yeah, hasn't dropped a game as of yet. We still have time in this one. Of course, who needs cameras on the players when you've got Fedita who's eagle-eyed to figure out who is who. But we do have them here now. Here is Leroy Sané.
Indonesia winning this game and
doing
already
very well indeed. Gets the ball across the box. Tell nearly another penalty.
Pauses, see?
Yeah. And
slow
again,
game.
It's just trying to take all of those seconds and those minutes that you try and drag out of the game, almost kicking and screaming.
Yes.
They all add up.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
As we see game plans in effect here, you'll see on the right-hand side of your screen. I haven't seen tactics like that in quite a few years in terms of having a back line that is all the way back to almost the goal line. As you see here, it's almost back to completely, it's in line with Manuel Neuer. Such is the defensive mind that is required there. As we'll see, defensive based on right backs. I did make this as a little bit of a tip to some of the players when we were talking about little tactics. Defensive on your right backs and left backs will stop them from running forward. Will stop those gaps. Will stop you being too attacking. However, of course, the issue is if you're looking for overlaps, they won't necessarily be available to come and get the ball for you.
So, can you explain for someone who is completely new to the game, what do the abbreviations mean after this one?
Oh, it's gone through the legs of the goalkeeper, and it's gone through the legs of a defender.
And Ray Molina was like opening his arm like, what's like happening
how has that happened? And I know I don't even think Indonesia know how that have happened, but they will not care. It is 2-0.
It did happen. It did happen. So perhaps at the halftime we may do a little explanation because there are much people new to this game. Because some of them are easy, like MF, it's of course middle field.
Yeah.
But there are some abbreviations that people coming to the game perhaps will not understand. Also, what the small boxes mean, full defensive, full offensive. We will have that
later. It's a stunning strike, and what a answer, what a reply. Golazo. As you said, straight from kickoff, it's a stunning strike.
Yeah.
And that will put an additional bit of power on it. For those of you who are brand new to this watching at home, a stunning strike. You'll see a purple power bar as opposed to a regular kind of green, yellow, red power bar. And it gives you that bit more power. It takes a little bit of time to wind up, but if you have the space and you have the opportunity, make sure you use it because it can be a very potent weapon.
And hoy, un 9 de diciembre, un gol de mitad de cancha. Seguramente a algunos argentinos le traerá buenos recuerdos, a otros no tanto. I'm talking about the date. This is a special day for Argentinian football, not for my team, but you know, two of very popular teams in Argentina celebrate this day.
Yeah.
And it was famous because there was a goal from the midfield.
Fantastic. Fantastic to hear. It's always great to hear about different cultures from different countries and from different cultures and walks of life. It is always fantastic to hear.
So the first match was 2-1.
It was.
For Indonesia. The second match, as by now, it's 2-1 for Indonesia. He wants to close this series
So you were asking about the 2 boxes at the bottom of your screen.
Yes.
If you're brand new, in terms of that's your attacking bias level. So attacking bias, you can either be balanced, you can either be attacking or all-out attack if you're in the attack. Meanwhile, speaking of attack, it just goes wide of the post. And if you are on blue, or if you see blue bars, it's your defensive bias. So that means you can be defensive or all-out defense.
And how do you turn that on during
So that
the
is
game?
double taps of your D-pad or on your analog stick, depending on what your control setting is.
I understand.
But double taps on your D-pad will allow you to move up and down. It's almost like changing gears on a car.
Exactly.
It's literally a case of going, right, I need more attacking threats or I need more defensive abilities. And as you can see here,
you do that without pausing the game.
you can do that without pausing the game. There's also things such as
There's
things as sub-tactics that you can use where you can basically not pause the game. You don't have to break the play. And you can disguise what you're going to do as the ball goes into the box. That's a little bit dangerous.
To preload that.
Yep, you can preload it in the game plan before you start playing, as we see here.
And here it comes. Argentina wants to have the equalizer.
It's a bit to Tasane.
Indonesia wants to close the series. With this result, Indonesia is going to the grand final.
They will indeed end up at the grand final.
And he will do it undefeated.
He would do indeed, but Ray Molina will not let this go. He will not let this go. As the ball goes into the box, it's headed clear. It is a corner.
He's near. He has chances yet. In the red is Argentina. In the attack, he wants to go for the equalizer. Quiere empatar el juego Ray Molina y el gol.
¡Gol!
¡Gol! ¡Argentina! Es Ray Molina que dice que el juego todavía no está cerrado. The game is not over yet.
Absolutely not. And as we've probably seen on both YouTube and Twitch, the chat has exploded with comments of goal. As you can hear, 2-2 now. And it is now Ray Molina looking to add to the misery and finally put a marker down on Indonesia. Ball goes into the box. It's a corner ball.
Can he turn the game around? Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Well, the chances are the time is on your side here for both teams. If you're Indonesia, you're looking to respond, you have time. If you're Argentina and you're looking to build on that momentum, you have time.
Yes.
We'll have to see out which one wins out the day here.
As we say, el que hace el gol,
the one who makes the goal wins.
El que hace el gol
makes the
Ghana.
Ghana.
Like the country.
Like the Ghana.
Ghana. Ghana. That's
Indeed.
it.
He's got me there eventually, folks. It took him a few days to work me down, but he's finally got me on some Spanish. But as we see here, it's threatening to break out into a game of football here. As Leon Goretzka, it's just that battle that keeps on going. Indonesia looking to be the protagonists of their own story, but instead it was blocked off by Ray Molina.
We are talking prices here. We're talking every ball. It's an important one. Every ball may be the one that defines the match. They're looking for a final goal.
They are indeed, as Tell looks to make his way in. Can he go all the way? It's blocked off by a defender. What's been given?
No.
It's a booking to Tell, so it's a free kick the other way. It is not a penalty. Hold your horses, Indonesia. It is not a penalty. It is going back the other way.
So people on the chat, Dafa Isa says Argentina. Zepan is there as well. Pactani game. Opini Seputar. Sepak Bola. Frickley Bilahal. Excuse my pronunciation.
They will appreciate the attempts, Fedita. They will appreciate the attempts, surely.
Karel says almost. Yeah, it was almost. And thank you very much for crowding the chat. Great numbers over here.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see. Again, the fandom of Indonesia and the fandom of Argentina coming together in this kind of melting pot of football allegiances. As we see, ball from Argentina.
It's Argentina in the red.
And Stanisic will clear.
It's Indonesia in the white. It's 2-2. Would it say 2-2?
Yeah, it's 2-2. Yep, 2-2. Okay. We are level pegging here. Sadio Mane, Jamal Musiala, Ryan Gravenberch. Gravenberch looking across to Choupo-Moting.
2-2.
2-2, indeed.
2-2. That's it.
That's the one. He'll get me there eventually, folks. He really will. He's done superbly all the way through this week as Ferreira to keep up with the action and to really predict some of the next things happening. And again, as fortune tellers go, there may not be many better in the business. As we see, Thomas Muller playing the ball in. Leroy Sané looking for Tell once more. And again, as this time ticks on, are we looking potentially at penalties?
Yes, and then we look into a third game. Or will Indonesia close the game before that happens?
Will Indonesia get an opportunity? They have one with Tell. It's a great step in from Argentina. Brilliant block away.
I think he was looking for the penalty.
He may just have been, as Tell looks to play on to Leroy Sané. Back to Tell. Back to Muller. Muller, you can see at the point of your screen, absolutely exhausted. That fatigue level just dropped all the way through the floor.
Yes. Argentina is in the red. Indonesia is in the white.
Nice Joshua
last
Kimmich.
opportunity.
Coming down to the last throws of the game is Sadio Mane. Mane has players inside instead. He elects to run with Mane. That's a wonderful ball to Musiala. Musiala, goalkeeper moved. It's deflected and it's saved. Back heel, back into play.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And instead, it is cleared away once more.
That was an amazing save.
Fantastic save. And that might lead to an opportunity down the other way. He's made his way in. Leroy Sané, careful with that footwork. It's Tell!
And it's Ray Molina that turns the table around. He doesn't want his rival to go undefeated. Last ball of the match. He climbed the game. And it's Argentina 3, Indonesia 2, and we are going to a third match.
Fantastic goal, 89th minute. But there's time on the clock, as they used to say. As you see there, ball going back to the goalkeeper. Oh, it's a little bit of a moment. You can see the wry smile from Ray.
We will have one more corner kick before the third match.
Well, there's injury time still left, so yeah, even if there's a clearance, it may.
All of Argentina players are in the box.
Is Kimmich back to Gravenberch. Indonesia looking to recycle. There's 3 minutes added. Double touch. Takes the pass in. Choupo-Moting. The drama is there. The ball is cleared. As you can see at the bottom of your screen, all out defence in effect for
I think we
Ray.
have one more play.
Could we have one more play? No, Argentina will clear. Will the ball go back across halfway? It will. But there's the final whistle.
And Argentina
have drawn level.
So we cannot say anymore that the Indonesian player is undefeated. There's Ray Molina looking at his phone, perhaps sending a WhatsApp to their friends.